I'm going to have a chat about my latest book. Dream it, write it, publish it. So self-publishing for Australian authors. Subtitle change, so I've got to keep remembering it. Under my name of Tiara King. Now, this actually isn't a new book. It's new in this version. Nice, big and fat. But it originally came out looking like this. So that's why we're having a book talk. Now, I wrote this in 2013 and I published it in print in 2015 under my original author name of Lady Jules Diva. It's actually a royal title, Lady. I bought it. I own a square foot of Scottish Highlands for it through Highland Titles. Now, this was the original Dream It, Write It, Publish It, an Australian guide to all the hard parts no one tells you about self-publishing, which was really the title I could think of at the time because everyone was complaining about the hard parts of self-publishing. And I was complaining about the hard parts of self-publishing. And the problem is, back in 2013, 14, 15, you know, there was plenty of Americans and Brits doing their version because we all have to do different things for, you know, it was the IRS that we all had to contact to get a TIN for, you know, doing that and everything else and taxes. So I decided to do my version. And this is what came out. Now, as you can see, I've kept the same cover image. I've kept the same title because the title's relevant. I've just switched out the subtitle and, of course, put it under my name. Now, where are we? Here. All of my non-fiction books. This is the third one that's been updated after Closet Confidential and How to Be a Jewel Diva. And, of course, my memoir came out this year. So I wanted uniformity with my name in the same colour and print. So we've got some, you know, some consistency through them. You know, we've got a swirly burst and the cover. The back has a pen. That's just my code. You don't need to see that. The back has a pen. Decided to add that because there was so much space. I've updated the blurb and refreshed that. That was just plain old back. Now, this is, as you can see, it's so much more thicker. And there is so much more in it. And it's funny how in 10 years, so much more can happen. So I'm just going to let you know what's in the new book. I'll just grab my glasses. Should have grabbed them in the first place. So I will let you know what's in the new book. The intro is the same. Hang on, help is on its way. So that is still the intro. Part 1, let's bust some myths. Literary pieces are never written in the first draft. Publishing houses will do everything for you. Authors don't need state-of-the-art tech or offices to write. Writers and artists are not tortured souls. There's no such thing as right-brain creative. Writing every day does not make you a writer. There's no such thing as a starving artist. Quitting a day job muses, the dreaded block, the imposter needs to die. I love that title. So that's part 1. Part 2, becoming an author. Research, Google it, libraries, courses, pre-writing books, authors to follow, groups and websites, gospel learning, a plan is the man. Because it is, and that's actually the overall most important thing, is that you research and you plan. You plan what you're going to do, which website you're going to use, how much money you're going to need, this, that, the other. Part 3, the business of being an author. Brand yourself, part 1, the story of you, your pseudo-self, business names and ABNs for Australians, trademark yourself, your author tagline, it's about you, claiming your name and yourself, brand yourself, part 2, the empire of you, the legalities of copyright for Australians. Do you want to be a business or an author? At this stage, that's something you definitely need to think about because it will be a business. You know, writing the book is business 1, publishing the book is business 2, promoting and marketing is business 3. Part 4, social mafia, which is what I call social media. Social media to consider as an author, signing up for a website, blogging ideas, pictures and copyright. I talk about copyright 3 times because there are 3 different areas you need to worry about. Signing up to social media, scheduling social media posts, social media control, dealing with shitty comments, it's okay to unfollow, and mentors and tribes. Part 5, the writing is on the wall. This ended up actually being the biggest section. Part 1, number 1, your writing toolkit. Under that comes writing books, all about writing, writing implements, writing software, AI, organising your thoughts, planners, notebooks and folios, keeping a mood board, scheduling time, setting the tone, genre, inspiration, put yourself in the position of. Section 2, other writerly stuff. Plotter, pantser, planter, feel the creative well, grants and awards. Section 3, writer issues. This is just my thoughts on everything that I've dealt with and seen. trigger warnings, accountability partner, shiny object syndrome, blank page syndrome, author fears, the triple A, don't let family or friends read your book, don't tell anyone your idea, nobody puts baby in a niche. That came from a blog post I did many a year ago. Section 4, ideas for writing. Write what you love, write what you know, write like your favourite author, write to market, write at your own pace, write a series or not. Section 5, thoughts on writing. Editing is harder than writing. A story is like a pot of stew, not very well written. Don't despair when you compare. Get yourself an antagonist instead. Change your inner critic. Flip the switch. Spin negativity to positivity. I condemn stealing as an author. I very much do. 4 years of burnout. Oh yeah, it lasted that long. Mental atmosphere. Quit, delete, repeat, and stage fright. And then section 6 is the first draft, which you should have done by now. Part 6 is pre-op publishing. Everything you need to do before you actually publish. Publishing definitions. The pros and cons of self-publishing. Do what you can, outsource the rest. Beta and proofreaders. Budget, blurbs, categories and keywords, ISBNs and barcodes, front and back matter for ebooks, front matter print, back matter print, doing the interiors yourself, covers, recommendations, audio and foreign, pricing your books, do what you want with your book. As a self-publisher, you can do what you want with your book. Part 7 is self-publishing itself. So your own website, your own storefront, Kobo, Publish Drive, iTunes, Google Play, Drafter Digital, Streetlib, Amazon, Ingram Spark, audiobooks, other sales sites and going wide. One last thing you need to know. Part 8 is post-op publishing. 1, Goodreads, Author Central, BookBub, Universal Book Links, ThoughtBoker, or ThoughtBowker, depends on how you say it, Ned, Trove, lending rights, getting into libraries, copyright, filing in the USA, and taxes. Part 9 is press and publicity. Your website, newsletters, social media posts, add your URLs to everything. Email signatures, book trailers, business cards, promotional goodies, press releases, media kits, advanced information sheets, radio, TV, papers, mags, podcasts, celebrities and influencers, book events, ads for authors, other things to look into. So much. Then there's the outro. What do you do now? Then there's a step-by-step guide that I've put in just to show you what my steps are when I write and publish. Then there's the resource section, links to most of what's mentioned in this book, as well as a list of books I recommend. And then there's a note from me and about the author at the back. Now, the books I recommend, it's business, branding, marketing, creative, English, pre-writing, screenwriting, poetry, essays, writing, and publishing. That is the fields of the books I suggest. That list in a more extended version is on my website, in the top right menu under my name. So that is Dream It, Write It, Publish It. Updated version. I'll just grab this one. From this one, 10 years on. This came out September 2015. This is now out November 2025. It looks a lot better. It's a hell of a lot thicker. There's a hell of a lot of stuff in here for, you know, bits on writing, bits on publishing, bits on marketing, this, that, the other. It's not an, 1000% extensive book. You know, there are other books in the ones that I recommend that are also talking about self-publishing and publishing in Australia, but they cover other areas like traditional publishing and the legalities and for non-fiction books. This is just for fiction in general. So this covers all of the legalities of uploading to the overseas websites, what you need to do for tax, etc., for Australian publishers, self-publishers and authors. So that's Dream It, Write It, Publish It, self-publishing for Australian authors, for Australian authors only. Dealing with, overseas, here in Australia, under my name of Tiara King, fresh and updated and gorgeous. Out now at all good bookstores, mainly Amazon, but you will get it on all other stores because I go through Ingram, so it's on over 40,000 stores. For Australians, you will get it most places. I suggest Amazon. That'll probably be the cheapest place you can get it, because places like Booktopia are expensive. So I'm nearly running out of time. I gotta go. Dream It, Write It, Publish It. By me, Tiara King. Out now at all good online bookstores. And, well, I mean, you can probably order it in store too.